Hello and welcome back to Hertfordshire Zoo. On today's episode we are building a habitat for the reticulated giraffe, which is one of my wife's favourite animals. I quite like them as well actually, they are very cute. However, when I go to the zoo, so many people are around to see them, so I don't really get the chance to see them much. This one's a bit of a different episode. It's shaken up a bit because, again, I don't have that much footage of certain things. So the building you can see in the background is just a basic building made out of horizontal planks. And the custom part of this is the fencing that I'm doing. So I'm using these painted metal rods and I'm putting them as equally as I can apart, and then I'm going to put some mesh in between them because whenever I googled a giraffe exhibit, they seemed to generally be behind this sort of wire, which there isn't really a wire so much in planetzoo, so I've done a mesh system. I think it turned out alright, and I'll put it up against this plaster wall just so that it has some sort of way of being able to identify how straight it is, because I quite often get, even when I move things, when I do Control and X and move it, it seems to come out a bit and I don't know why. So I've done it against the wall just to make it straight as possible. And I will eventually put these little, I think they're called junctions, on the top and colour them all yellow, just to add a bit of different colour, a bit of pizzazz to the build. In the background I have these columns, that's just so that I can see exactly where I need to put things, because the barrier highlight isn't always on. I'm trying my best to get it all as straight as possible, just so that it looks uniform across the entirety of the exhibit. Although I could have just made it bigger, but it doesn't matter. So giraffes are the tallest land mammals. I didn't actually know this, that the males are generally bigger than the females. The males range from 16 to 18 feet and females are 14 to 16 feet. So you could have a male and a female roughly the same size. But when I first put the male and the female into the exhibit, one of them was so tall that it couldn't fit out of the little house that I'd built for them. So I had to get rid of some of the glass at the top. So hopefully it shows it with the little amount of glass in there compared to the larger amount. So here I'm just going through the different... Oh, my cat's just jumped up to say hello. I'm just going through the different ideas and things that I could have up the top to try and find the right thing that I think would fit. And in the end, like I said, I do go with this large junction, which I think actually fits quite well. And I didn't realise until I'm watching this back now that it ever so slightly moved, which is annoying, and that's why it doesn't quite look 100% straight in some of them. But as you can see, I'm just moving it across and it's still not straight. There goes my cat. So I don't know why it does that. I think it's just something that's potentially built into the game, because I'm literally just copying it and I just want it to stay the same. I'm not too sure why it does that. Perhaps there's something that I'm missing on the settings. I don't know. Did you know that the coat or the pattern on giraffes is completely unique to that specific giraffe? No pattern will be the same on any giraffe. I think that's so interesting, because there can only be so much giraffe where you can't have the same pattern, right? But apparently it's never going to be the same across any giraffe. So the giraffes in general have really good eyesight, which helps them stay safe from predators. Predators, I don't know what predators would be. I'm guessing it would be like lions and tigers and stuff. Not tigers, sorry. Lions and cheetahs and things like that. I'm not sure. And just here I've built a giraffe talk zone. So this is just plaster wall and the staircases or seating area, which I've put up, and then covered the back with this plaster wall just to make it look a bit different and a bit better. And then I've put some decoration around along with this giraffe talk wording with a little giraffe on it. And now comes excuse me, now comes doing the inside of the habitat. I've done the outside and now I just need to add some rocks, and I will do the plants shortly and the terrain, but I do like to do that when the animal's in there so that I know exactly what they like as best as possible, at least. And I've also added in sort of a custom feeder type of thing. So I've seen, it's just here, I've put the rubbing pillar inside of this tube of planks, and they do kind of sniff it, and the baby has actually used it as a rubbing pillar. But I extend it by another piece, so I basically copy this and go straight up, and I put on this thatched roof because I have seen them eat from something like that before at the local zoo that I go to. I do end up moving that water trough or watering pipe, I can't remember what it's called, water pipe, just to make it look a bit better sitting there. And this is the giraffes coming in for the very first time. As you can see, I got rid of some of the glass. I think they look absolutely fantastic in this game. I really do. I think they've done a really good job with the giraffes. I'm just going to add in quite a lot of this grass because I think it is one of the best things that you can add, because it just makes the exhibit look really a lot more real compared to some of the other plants, or how random some of the plants are. There's a very short clip coming up shortly of one of the giraffes struggling to get back up this hill, so look out for that. I'm adding in some colour by adding in some different plants and some different grasses, trying to keep the more alive stuff to the green areas and the dead stuff or the dry stuff to the sort of soil areas. And I've added in this education area. There's the giraffe. Don't know what happened there. That's it. I shall leave you to it. Thank you very much for watching. Stick around to the end of the video to see what's coming up next. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.
Balloon able to change height.
However, human neck bones are only half an inch tall, while giraffe bones are 10 inches tall. This means giraffe necks can grow to be about 6 feet long and weigh 600 pounds. Male giraffe necks may also be used in fights over females.
Haha!